So for my Pecha Kucha, it's about the theme of wordless. It does not mean that not using any words, but it means use as less words as possible. The reason I choose this theme is because of my personal experience. When I was young, I speak very slow, and I took a lot more time than my friends to learn to speak and write. So for me, reading words and writing something is always hard. Also, when I was growing up, I found that there's just too many words in advertisement, in newspaper, in websites. It gives me lots of a headache. So I always wondering why not use as less words as possible. And for my wiki board, I started thinking about the idea of wordless. I found that most of the time people don't spend that much time to read or try to understand some pictures or words. So I just use dots as pictures. Humans learn to express themselves by using gestures and drawings way earlier than words. One of the earliest examples is Grotte Chavet, a cave that contains earliest prehistoric art located in France. The art was carved and painted on the wall of the cave, and it looks like it's really drawing because they draw it through different perspective, and that's one great example of express something about movements without using words. And some scientists suggest that these drawings might suggest it's like a teaching tool for younger generation to how to pray. And through this kind of drawing, a 3D looking drawing, it really helped. Another example is Mogao Cave. It's a collection of 487 caves with drawing inside in Gansu province, China. They are drawn by different travelers among the Silk Road, and different travelers from different countries brought their story and used one form of art, which is drawing, to tell the stories among each other without any translation. It largely increases the speed of knowledge spreading and helps bond people around the world. And this is book From the Ground, From Point to Point by artist Xu Bing. This is a book that without any words, it's being sold to countries, but because there's no words, so you don't need translation for it. It's just it talks through memes. Web Without Words is a website that picks some topic stories among some famous websites, and they're gonna block all the unnecessary words and picture on it. I think this is a great idea, and as you can see, once you block all these unnecessary words and pictures on it, the essential words are actually not as much as we actually need, and that's the essence of wordless. I think it's about just straight to the point. And this is my self-portrait. It's just 4 pictures showing my name. I'm a male. I do drawing, and I have very different personalities. I want to keep it simple because people aren't spending time reading it, so I want them to understand me as quick as possible. This is a film, The Passion of Joan of Arc. It's a silent film with very little words in it. Different from many people's idea of silent film, this one conveys lots of in-person emotions into it. I think it is a great example of wordless does not mean losing information. This is a French film called The Illusionist. It's released in 2010 and different from many animations or cartoons. This one does not have any words in it. Everything was expressed through characters, gestures, movements, and without use of words is the key that makes this film a success. And the graphic manuals are something that is wordless, and everyone has used it because its effectiveness in telling customers how to use a product. And for my creative project, I did two paintings. One is like the raw thoughts in my mind, which is the one on the left, and the other one is on the right, which is the one that I try to specificize with the words in my mind. And it feels like the one on the left, which is my raw thoughts, are like closer to what is the feeling, what I'm, while the one on the right is the thoughts that I try to characterize by words in my mind. And I feel like sometimes a thought, a feeling, when you want to express it, you really should not use words to think about, because lots of times it's hard to explain, and it's something that only you know it. However, at this stage of my project, I also noticed that sometimes words is important, but for something like this, I prefer to use my raw thoughts and just paint it. And I think it's something like very vulnerable in my mind that I don't even want to use words to describe it. And that's it.